All right, what's up, everyone? I wanted to discuss a very important topic that I feel is not being discussed enough on YouTube, and that is machismo in the Hispanic community. Um, I've noticed this a lot. Like, I've done my research. I grew up in a Mexican, culturally Mexican household where machismo was pretty much very prevalent. Um, in Mexico, and not just in Mexico, but in other parts of Latin America. Um, the homicide rates against women and against other men are pretty high, and there's a lot of problems, like socially, where the men would devalue and degrade women. They would rape them, torture them, kill them. Um, it's just, like, forget about domestic violence, like beating your wife. Um, you know, getting drunk and doing all that crazy stuff. Like, this is a whole new level of brutality. Like, we're talking about guys who pretty much, like, cut their wives up in pieces with a machete and stuff like that. Um, the violence pretty much out of control. Like, even I heard in my family personally, like, most of the guys are alcoholics. They're they pretty much had a history of domestic violence against their either their wives or somebody else in the family. Um, so I mean, on my mom's side, there were pretty much domestic violence in there too. I mean, I can't remember if it was her relative or her cousin or somebody, but they were pretty much like targeting her grandmother. Um, stealing from her and trying to beat her up or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah, I mean, and it's usually towards women. Like, I haven't had that problem happen to me, but I know a lot of Hispanic women that I've come across. They have those issues where uh, they're pretty much shamed and raped and violated by guys, and nobody's really doing anything about it. So things have to be addressed, and because it's a problem, and I know a lot of Hispanic women who go through these issues, namely, and it's mostly by Hispanic men and occasionally by white men too, but you don't really see that happen a lot. So, at least not on the level that that exists in the Hispanic community. Um, I've actually heard a story of a Mexican girl who um, she got raped by her father, I think, and pretty much every male in her family, and at like a young age, and everybody blamed her pretty much. Even the woman, surprisingly, except her mom, they pretty much blamed her. And that shocked me a lot. Like, I was like, wow. But yeah, I mean, those are the types of cases you hear, and I remember me and my mom would talk about the violence in Guanajuato, Mexico, and um, she said that you can. a guy can pretty much get away with murdering his wife for any reason, and the judges would pretty much look the other way. And on top of that, um, the the guys, they pretty much get in shootouts with other men for over a woman or whatever, for pretty much anything. So it's a very serious issue, and we need, it just needs to be addressed. You know, something has to be done about it. And because if we just keep ignoring it, you know, we keep pretending that it's a private matter, or it's a, you know, something that's just not polite to talk about, then stuff like this is just going to keep happening. And I'm not, I don't know about you, but I'm not personally gonna accept this way of living just because it's it's the norm, or it should be the norm. I'm pretty much gonna do something about it, and so we have to first admit that there's a problem and discuss potential solutions to the problem. And I think one of the solutions is to pretty much call these guys out and stop giving them a slap on the wrist. We have to be hard on them and show that this is not okay. And a lot of these guys who do this stuff, they get away with it because people are lenient towards men. Like, no, like, you have to punish them severely if necessary, and take them, you know, show them that, hey, it's not okay to touch a woman without a permission, and it's not okay to rape anybody even if they're drunk, and stuff like that. And we have to teach them that you don't own women, you don't own their bodies, you don't own anything from them. And another big solution is to pretty much change the way we raise men and women, because, especially the men, because the way Hispanic families are doing things is not working anymore, traditionally, at least. Um, because we usually have in the culture, it's expected for the men to not show weakness, not cry, not express their truest feelings, not um, not be a wimp, as they say, and to work and take care of the woman, and the woman has to depend on them, and blah blah blah. That stuff's not working. So we have to get rid of it because it's doing more harm than good. And we have to teach men that it's okay to cry, it's okay to be different, um, it's okay to express your emotions because that's just who you are. And as for the woman, like, we have to pretty much treat them as equals. And you know, it's just not fair for the guy to have all the advantages and the woman to have little to no advantages. So that's pretty much why I leaned more towards that side of American culture than Mexican culture, because there's a lot of toxic masculinity in Mexican culture that's just not good. Um, so yeah, treat women as equals and put yourself in their shoes. Like, how would you feel if if you were a woman and somebody was treating you like that? Just think about that. And and you know, spread awareness, share this video, talk about it, like, comment, engage in discussion, and try to get people to be aware of these issues so that more can be done about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my channel. Comment. See you later.